Welcome to the class calendar video. What we're going to look at today is the entire semester of Spring 2018 CIS 141 laid out for you. So this is available in the syllabus and schedule content area on Blackboard, but in front of you is a snapshot for the entire spring semester. A couple things to note. Depending on where you are located on the earth while you are taking this course, all of the times on this page are for the Central Time Zone in America, so that's CST. So let's take a look at how the course is broken up, what chapters we're going to cover, what things are required from you and their different due dates, and other important dates to be aware of. So first, as you can see here, we have modules that we use to understand the content of the course. Excuse me. And like we mentioned in the syllabus video, each of these modules are connected to leaders in technology, ranging from Ada Lovelace to Meg Whitman and many other leaders in between. Next, here are the weeks in the class when we will cover those different modules. So here are just the week numbers from 1 through, and this should actually be week 16. But more specifically, here are the Mondays of that week. So Monday, January 22nd, which is first day of courses, we're going to be working on computing at WKU, time management, and SAM projects. And the computing at WKU, for the most part, is the syllabus and the schedule. That's what we're talking about. And then, of course, as you see, when we get to February 5th, we're going to be on Chapter 2. On February 12th, Chapter 3, and so on as we get through the semester. Two important dates that we need to draw out today is the March 8th date and the spring break date. We typically don't have any content during spring break, but March 8th is going to stand out. If you find by the time we have made it through the first exam and Chapter 5 that you are struggling to keep up with the work, March 8th is your ally. This is the drop deadline. It's the last day you can withdraw from the course with a W. Now, you can withdraw by the end of this week from the course and not receive a grade, but on March 8th is the last day to drop out with a W. So what I suggest is pay attention to how you're managing your time, how you're planning, stuff we talked about in the syllabus. And if you're not doing well, you want to use March 8th as a day to get out of this course without getting a poor grade or having difficulty. All right. So we've talked about what a module is. We've talked about the weeks. We've talked about the lessons. And these are the lectures, for the most part, laid out for you. You see, for each one of these modules, there are chapters, which will tell you what the reading is in the book, okay? This reading is very important because you need to do the reading before you watch the lecture. The lectures online will match the readings in the book. Some will be by me, some will be by other instructors, but they match the chapters in the book. If the lecture is from the previous book, which many of the lectures will be from, will tell you the equivalent chapter in the new book. Okay? Now, here's where we get to some of the stuff where the action you have to take. This first column is when you can expect the exams and the syllabus quiz. So the syllabus quiz will be available actually pretty soon, so we can move this up. But the syllabus quiz is, in essence, a quiz that covers the syllabus. Something to be aware of. All this content in this area can only be viewed after you complete the syllabus quiz with a perfect grade. Okay? If you don't get a perfect score on the syllabus quiz, you won't see any of this content. Now, the content will become available around the time that you see it on the screen. But if you haven't finished the syllabus quiz, you won't have access to any of the content, okay? So the takeaway here is you need to complete the syllabus quiz as soon as possible. That way you won't get behind schedule when it comes to the different content areas in the course, okay? After we finish modules, that next week is when we'll do exams. So modules 1 and 2 are lumped together. Your first exam is going to be on February 19th to February 24th, okay? And to make this easy on you guys, I've put in the dates for every single exam you're going to get. And on your updated class calendar, you'll see this. It's just not on this one, okay? So the dates will say available between this and this, and you'll be able to access it. There is no makeups for exams. We've talked about how you can replace one exam grade with another one in the syllabus, but there are no makeups, so you need to make sure you can log in on the dates that are on here so you can take the exam. In the announcement area of the course, I'll alert you when exams are going to be available to give you a reminder, but it's your responsibility to get logged in and to get your exam completed during these dates, okay? And the exams they take place on Blackboard. So, if you're not familiar with Blackboard, you need to get familiar with Blackboard. If you have any questions, you can call IT or you can send me an email. IT is probably the best resource as they know more about Blackboard than I do. And their phone number is 745-7000. And it's 270, okay? Information technology, all right? Good. With that said, let's talk about some other stuff. Something that is a big part of this course is the SAMS projects, okay? Now, the SAMS projects are simply an opportunity for you to practice your skills when it comes to Microsoft Office. Now, the way these SAM projects work is that around this week, the SAMs will be available for PowerPoint, Word, and Excel. All right? What you want to do, well, the PowerPoints will be available this week. You will have to complete 4 different projects. Now let me come over. Let's create a new page and look on over here. So your SAMs, for each of the different pieces of software, you got PowerPoint. We have Word, and then we also have Excel. For each of these, you've got 4 projects. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Each of these projects must be completed by this combined due date, okay? Now, something to note is that to do this, you have to download the project, work on it, and then re-upload the project to get a score. For each one of the SAM projects, you have 5 attempts. So, what that means is if you download it, work on it, then upload it, that's 1 attempt. Then you can review it, and so we'll change this. So this is attempt. Okay, upload it. Let's say you got a low score. Then you can do your second attempt. Just change your work and then upload. And that says changes. And you can keep doing this up to 4 more times for a total of 5 attempts, okay? Whatever your highest score is, counts. But if we think about, just planning this out, if there are 4 projects and each project will take at least an hour, plus however many attempts. So let's say it takes you 6 attempts, so that's 6 more hours. 6 extra attempts as you go through this. We've got 4 times 1, which is 4 hours, plus 6 hours. So this may be a 10-hour commitment. Now, I say all that because I want you to be clear. Don't wait until the day it's due. And this matters because the piece of software that you use is the same piece of software that everyone in every single course uses. So every CIS 141 is using the same piece of software. So what that means is that if 400 people decide to log in and begin uploading their work on the same day, it will create slowdowns. And you may not be able to get your work in. And like we talked about in the syllabus, IT issues are not an excuse for things to be late. So knowing when these SAM projects are due and they're spaced out, get to work on these immediately after they become available. All right? Once they're available, carve out some time and start doing these projects because they are a quick and easy way to get points because each project has a video that tells you exactly how to do it. So you watch the video, do the work, revise mistakes, and then you get a good grade because you guys are super smart. All right? So that's the SAM projects. Note these deadlines, and I would recommend add to your calendar. If you use a planner, put them in your planner. If you use your phone, put them in your phone. So add these dates, and on the syllabus, on the schedule you'll be able to download, you'll be able to add these dates too because it has all of them in there. Okay? Good. One last thing we need to cover before we move on to content, which will be available next week. Okay? Let me just clear off our screen here for a little bit. All right. Last thing we need to cover are our reflections of technology. Now, these assignments vary in length. These first 3 assignments are pretty short. The last 2 are long. These first 3, I'd set aside maybe 15 to 30 minutes for these. For these assignments, I would set aside 30 minutes to an hour. Okay? These are where you can make up for the mistakes you make in your SAMS projects and for the scores you get on the exams. Because if you remember from the syllabus video, it's scored out of 1,000 points, and you have 1,150 points available. And of that 150, can't spell, sorry. Of that 150, 140 of those points come from here, from these reflection of technology. So you can see already what week you can expect these things. And that's how you can manage your time, is because everything that's going to come at you in this course, you already know the week to expect it. So you've marked your calendar for the quizzes, check. You've marked your calendar for the SAM projects, check. And then also add to your calendar the reflection of technology assignments. And if you do this and stay on top of it, you're going to breeze through this course. There is a lot of content, and there are some activities you're going to have to do. But anyone who works hard at this course is going to get a grade they deserve. And I can't imagine you not getting a good grade if you're putting in the time and the effort. I just want to come back to this. You do the readings because the readings prepare you for the test. The lectures highlight things, but the readings prepare you for the test. The SAM projects prepare you for those competencies that are listed in the syllabus, and the reflection of technology shows you how to apply all of this stuff to your life. Because no course, it's not worth taking a course if you just take it and then forget it all the moment that you finish the semester.